Let's talk about greatest common divisor. Now, GCD, as it is commonly called, is the largest positive integer that divides the numbers of interest without any remainder. Other commonly used names are greatest common factor, that is GCF, and highest common factor, in bracket HCF. Let us look at our first example, where we are required to find the GCD of 8 and 12. So the solution is as follows. The method we are using here is listing the factors. So the factors of 4 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So we can therefore list the common factors from this list. So 1 is common, 2 is common, and 4. So out of the 3 common factors, the greatest common factor in this group is 4. And therefore, the GCD of 8 and 12 is 4. Now, another method which can be used to obtain GCD of 2 or more numbers is the table format. So let's look at example 2. We want to obtain the GCD of 42, 105, and 63. So here we generate a table. So in the table we look for factors that divide all the 3 numbers without any remainder. So in our first case, we have 3, which divides 42 14 times, 63 21 times, and 105 35 times. Our next factor is 7, dividing 14 2 times, 21 3 times, and 35 5 times. Now, there being no any other common factor that can divide 2, 3, and 5, the GCD of 42, 105, and 63 is the product of 3 and 7, and that gives us 21. Another method of obtaining GCDs is by expressing each number as a product of its prime factors and then taking the product of the common prime factors in their lowest power. So that brings us to example 3, where we are required to obtain the GCD of 27, 36, and 45 using this method of factors. So 27 can be written as a product of its prime factors as 3 power 3. 36 is 2 power 2 times 3 power 2. And 45 is 3 power 2 times 5. So in this list, the common factors is, in this case, we have 3. So in 27, there is 3 power 3. In 36, we have 3 power 2. And in 45, there is also 3 power 2. So in this case, we take the common prime factor which has the lowest power. So in this case, we are going to take 3 power 2 as the GCD, and 3 power 2 is 9. So the GCD of 27, 36, and 45 is 9. Let us look at an application question. We have 3 containers having capacity of 21, 28, and 42 liters. We are required to find the capacity of the largest vessel that could be used to fill each of these 3 containers exactly. So in this case, we can express 21 as a product of its prime factors, 3 times 7. 28 as a product of its prime factors will be 2 squared times 7. And 42 as a product of its prime factor will be 2 times 3 times 7. So in this case, the common factor is 7. And in this case, the power is 1. Therefore, the capacity of the largest vessel will be 7 liters.